Pick the training path that fits your life. Use this scorecard, tests, and plans to decide fast today. He wants clarity fast. A scorecard gives it. 7 categories, each scored from 1 to 5. Higher totals marked as a stronger fit. The categories are budget, access, beginner ramp, primary goal, adherence vibe, injury history, and time. Budget weighs equipment and fees. Calisthenics favors minimal spend. Access covers tools and climate. A gym supplies machines, bars, and plates, and shelter from heat or rain. Beginner ramp measures entry friction. Calisthenics begins at bodyweight loads. The gym offers light dumbbells and guided machines. Primary goal directs the path. Skill and body control align with calisthenics. Maximum size and leg strength align with the gym. Adherence vibe speaks to setting. Structured energy and social cues favor the gym. Freedom and solo focus favor calisthenics. Injury history shapes constraints. Sore shoulders gain from machine control and easy load tweaks. Sensitive backs gain from floor work, rings, and reduced axial load. Time is simple. No commute favors home sessions. Clear boundaries favor a trip to a facility. He fills 2 columns, one for calisthenics, one for the gym. Each category gets a score in both columns. He adds totals. If one path leads by 5 or more, the decision is clear. If the gap is 4 or less, a hybrid start will serve him well. The scorecard stays in his log for 4 weeks. It will be updated each week. He prepares for field tests that set starting levels. These tests take minutes. They also produce baselines for progress.
Repeats will occur every 2 weeks. The results will feed exercise choices, loads, and warm-ups.
The scorecard and tests work together. One gives direction. The other gives placement. With both in place, the plan can move from talk to training. The next step is testing. He enters the test block with a timer and a clear list. Test 1. Max strict push-ups. Chest touches the floor. Full lockout at the top. He stops with 2 reps in reserve. He notes the number. Test 2. Dead hang on a bar. Palms away. Scapula set. He holds as long as form stays clean. Time stops at the first shoulder shrug or leg swing. Test 3. Single leg sit to stand to a chair. Each side. He lowers with control, then stands without hands. If height is too hard, he raises the seat or adds a pad. He notes the depth used. Test 4. Wall sit. Thighs parallel. Heels under knees. He holds with a neutral spine. Time stops at the first shift. Test 5. Toe touch from standing. Knees straight. He notes reach. Past ankles. 2 ankles. Or mid-shin. Test 6. 2-minute step test on a low step. He keeps a steady rhythm. He tracks breathing and 1-minute recovery. He places the results. If push-ups are under 5 and the hang is under 10 seconds, he begins with regressions or gym machines. If push-ups land between 5 and 15 and the hang sits
between 10 and 30 seconds, he uses ring rows, band help, and light dumbbells.
If push-ups exceed 15 and the hang exceeds 30 seconds, he trains standard progressions or barbells. If the wall sit is under 30 seconds, legs need supported volume. If toe touch is limited, he adds a short mobility block to each session. If recovery is slow after the step test, he adds easy cardio on off days. He now has starting points, warm-ups, and mobility targets.
Numbers guide each choice. The next move is to build the setup that matches his placement and life.
He builds his setup based on space and budget. Calisthenics first. A sturdy doorway pull-up bar goes up. A pair of wooden rings hangs from a beam or the bar. 2 light resistance bands go in the bag. A yoga mat rolls out on the floor. Optional tools sit on a wish list. Parallettes for wrist comfort and range. A weighted vest for load when reps climb. Chalk for grip. This kit covers push, pull, squat, hinge, and core. It fits in a small room. It travels when needed. He learns how to anchor rings safely. He checks door frames and studs. He sets band lengths and notes them in his log. He practices a clean ring height change so sessions stay smooth. Now the gym path. He tours locations near home or work. He looks for barbells, racks, benches, plates in full sets, and dumbbells up to at least 40 kilograms each hand. He checks for a cable station, a lat pull-down, a seated row, and room to move. He asks staff about peak hours and rack access. He tests the bars for knurling and spin. He notes the travel time door to door. He picks the spot that offers access, not lines, and a clean floor. Costs get a plan. Calisthenics has a one-time spend that he can phase in. The gym charges each month and adds a commute. Time is part of the price. He decides where his energy stays highest. Home saves minutes and lowers friction. A gym adds stimulus and structure. He sets a calendar. 3 days per week to start. 4 if sleep and stress allow.
45 to 60 minutes per session. He books the next session before he ends the current one.
He lays out gear the night before. He keeps the scorecard visible in his notes. He logs sets, reps, load, tempo, and effort. He tracks sleep and steps. Setup is done.
The next step is to train with simple templates for the first 2 weeks.
He begins with clear progressions. Calisthenics template, weeks 1 to 2. Session A. Incline push-ups, 3 sets, stop with 2 reps in reserve. Ring rows, 3 sets, stop with 2 reps in reserve. Split squats, 3 sets each side. Dead bug, 3 sets. Banded hip hinge, 3 sets. Session B. Kneeling push-ups or flat push-ups, 3 sets. Assisted pull-ups with a band or a foot on a box, 3 sets. Step-ups, 3 sets. Hollow hold, 3 sets. Calf raises, 3 sets. He adds 1 rep per set each session until the top of the target range. Then he lowers the incline, raises the rings, or reduces band help. He keeps control on the lower and locks out clean.
Gym template, weeks 1 to 2. Session A. Dumbbell bench press, 3 sets of 8 to 12.
Lat pull down, 3 sets of 8 to 12. Goblet squat, 3 sets of 8 to 12. Dumbbell hip hinge, 3 sets of 8 to 12. Plank, 3 holds of 20 to 40 seconds. Session B. Seated cable row, 3 sets. Overhead press with dumbbells, 3 sets. Leg press or split squat, 3 sets. Romanian deadlift, 3 sets. Cable face pull, 3 sets. He adds 1 to 2 reps per set until he hits the top of the range with clean form. Then he adds the smallest load and returns to the low end of the range. He leaves 2 reps in reserve on most sets. On the final set for a move, he stops with 1 rep in reserve. He finishes with 5 to 10 minutes of mobility for hips, shoulders, and ankles. Weeks 3 and 4 raise volume slightly. One extra set on the primary push, pull, and squat moves. He keeps 2 reps in reserve on all but the last set. The last set keeps 1 in reserve. If joints feel tender, he swaps angles, reduces range, or adds support. Progress continues without spikes. Nutrition supports the work. Protein each meal. Vegetables daily. Carbs around training. Water through the day. Sleep locks gains in. He aims for 7 to 9 hours. Lights low. Room cool. Phone away. He repeats the field tests at the end of week 4 and updates his scorecard. If push-ups and hang improved, he raises targets 1 level and adjusts sessions. If a test stalls, he holds volume steady and changes exercise angles. He schedules a light deload in week 5 if joints feel beat up. He returns to normal work in week 6, fresher and ready to push. He checks recovery markers each morning: resting heart rate, sleep hours, muscle soreness, and mood guide adjustments. If recovery dips, he trims sets by 1, shortens failure distance, or lowers load by 5 to 10%. If recovery holds, he adds a small challenge: a rep to each set, a few kilos, or a tougher angle. He keeps technique strict. He films a set weekly, compares angles, and notes any drift. At 8 weeks, he repeats all tests, updates the scorecard, and chooses calisthenics, gym, or a hybrid for the next block. A hybrid path begins: 2 calisthenics sessions and 1 gym session each week for the next block. Calisthenics Day 1. Push, pull, and legs. Ring rows and split squats anchor the session. Gym Day. Press, row, and hinge. Dumbbells guide load. Cables refine angles. Calisthenics Day 2. Stability and skill. Rings, core bracing, and controlled tempos lead the work. He plans 12 weeks. Retest every 4th week. Adjust volume, angles, or load based on the scorecard. Each week begins with the hardest session. He trains fresh, logs effort, and caps sets on time. Midweek focuses on technique. Slower tempos, tighter positions, and stable breathing build skill.
The 3rd session chases volume. Machines and dumbbells add safe reps without form drift. Short cardio finishes 2 sessions, 10 to 15 minutes easy, nasal breathing only.
The plan stays simple: push, pull, legs, and core. Progress comes from consistency and clean effort. When progress stalls, he rotates grips, adds pauses, or shifts tempo for 2 weeks, then retests. On travel weeks, he carries bands and uses door anchors. Sessions stay short and focused. His joint care checklist runs first. Wrists, shoulders, hips, and ankles get gentle range before work. He auto-regulates with a quick breath and mood check. If stress runs high, he trims effort that day. Blocks alternate focus, skills in one block, size in the next, while strength keeps climbing steadily. He keeps one simple rule: never miss 2 sessions in a row. When life gets messy, he runs a 20-minute minimum. Warm up, 1 push, 1 pull, 1 leg, done.